but you don't need it anymore. I'm looking for someone else in the business field. Whether you're a salesperson or an entrepreneur, hear this. It might make you break out in a cold sweat. What did you do wrong? Could it be that I didn't drink enough wine? The relationship is not sweet enough. Don't worry yet. Today, I tell you the story of 3 companies you'll know after listening. How to make yourself irreplaceable. The protagonist of the first story, it's TSMC. TSMC is so bullish. He has been listed on the company all year round, top 10 in the market capitalization rankings. Even Americans are greedy. I want to move him to the United States. But ordinary consumers probably didn't know anything about him because he doesn't make mobile phones, doesn't sell graphics cards. There are no consumer-facing end products. But Nvidia, AMD, Apple, Qualcomm are all queuing up to ask him to OEM chips. Why? Because of TSMC's process. Others can't do it. Advanced process below 5 nanometers. TSMC monopolizes more than 90% of the market share. Devices that are not suitable are better. Intel and Samsung also bought the same lithography machine. It just can't do TSMC's level. Where is the gap? In those who can't write manuals. I can't tell. It can only rely on the craftsmanship of passing it on from person to person. Nearly 1/3 of TSMC's engineers. More than 10 years of service. There are more than 1,000 steps to produce a chip. Error at every step. It should be controlled within 1 to 2 nanometers. This kind of heat. Job advertisements cannot be written. The frogman couldn't take it away. This is TSMC's mode. Craftsmanship is scarce. Major customers looking for suppliers. The most feared thing is not expensive. It was wrong. You go and tell Laurel, I'll help you make a mask. 2 yuan cheaper than others. Laurel will most likely ignore you.
Why?
Laurel's masks can be sold for dozens or hundreds of yuan, relying on decades of brand transfer. The supplier has a quality problem. What was lost was not 2 yuan for loans. It is the credibility of the entire brand. So big customers would rather pay more. Also find the one who never goes wrong. TSMC versus Nvidia. Core values to Apple. It's 5 words. Use me. Don't worry. If you are the same as TSMC, it is a top business. We have to rely on big customers to survive. Ask yourself first. Customers dare to put the most important thing. Rest assured that I will leave it to you. This layer can be solid. It's already remarkable. But if you want to do it, let customers use your name as a store, specially placed at a press conference. Tell consumers, then go 1 level higher. Let's take a look at the second story. The main character is called Corning. On the eve of the launch of the first iPhone in 2007, Jobs found the CEO of Corning. Asked to make a piece of glass that did not exist at that time. It should be thin and hard and not easy to scratch. The CEO said we couldn't do it. Jobs said, no, you can do it. After 6 months, that piece of glass appeared on the original iPhone. This is what everyone is familiar with later. Corning Gorilla Glass for Apple. Samsung uses, Xiaomi uses, Huawei is also using it. You go to the mobile phone conference. Those brands will dedicate a few minutes to talking. This time the screen uses the latest model, Corning Gorilla Body. Oh, no one else. Corning is just a supplier. The brand put it on the release table as a selling point. It's not just for me anymore. You can rest assured. This is without me. You are not easy to sell. How Corning did it. For more than 100 years, keep an eye on one thing. The latest technology in the lab. At the beginning of the last century, Corning met with one of the first industrial research laboratories in the United States. They have maintained in-depth cooperation with the world's top universities for a long time. Technology that prevents glass from breaking. He graduated from Pennsylvania State University. A technology that controls the loss of light transmission in glass. From the Institute of Optics, University of Rochester. Corning knows glass best. Corning got the latest technology. It was Corning that sold the glass for brands. Corning's glass is the industry ceiling. If you replace it, you will lose money. It's good here. Let's take a look. TSMC's process is scarce and uses you. I don't worry. Corning technology is scarce and you don't have it. I'm not good at selling. See this. Many bosses who do TWAB will have an idea. I'm already so powerful. Do you want to do the CN yourself? Let's be honest. I usually advise them not to do it. The B terminal and C terminal are 2 completely different sets of genes. The B side focuses on cost, quality, and certainty. The CN takes a fancy to brand marketing imagination. TSMC does not design its own chips. Corning does not develop its own mobile phone. It's not that they're not smart. On the contrary, they know too well where the boundaries of their abilities are. Of course, there are always exceptions to everything. This brings us to the third story. The main character is Samsung. Around 2011, the patent war between Apple and Samsung has shaken the world. The two companies sued each other in more than a dozen countries. Quarrel. But at the same time, Apple's purchasing team is still flying to South Korea one by one. Not to fight, it's to negotiate a contract for the supply of OLED screens. Samsung is both Apple's biggest competitor. It is also its most important screen supplier. How is this possible? Because Samsung is in the matter of OLED. It has been rooted for more than 25 years. The number of patents in the world ranks in the top 2, from luminous materials to folding screen processes. This is a complex set of technologies. Only Samsung can take it all. Apple wants tens of millions of supplies. Only then do we need high grain frequency. It was recognized in the industry at the time. Samsung is far ahead in OLED yield rate. It can reach more than 80% stably. In the same period, other suppliers are generally less than 60. Wild around the world, only Samsung can meet Apple's almost demanding requirements. Apple wants to replace Samsung but can't replace it. So Samsung can fight a lawsuit with Apple on the side while collecting Apple's money. This is the logic of Samsung. You may not like me, but you can't get away from me. Of course, Samsung can come this far because it has been extreme in the first 2 layers. There is no process scarcity and technology scarcity. Do both the B end and the C end at the same time. There is a high probability that both ends will be pleased. Finally, I would like to ask you a question. If today, your most important big customer has a meeting, the theme of the conference is how to reduce dependence on a supplier, and that supplier is you, how confident do you have to believe it? They finished the meeting. The final conclusion is, forget it. We can't live without this person. If you don't have confidence, it doesn't matter. Start with the first layer. Grind your craftsmanship solidly. Do the work so that others cannot replicate it. TSMC Corning. Samsung is not an overnight trip. It's one day at a time. Brick by brick. Over the past 2 years, I'm in the business community. Liu Ruang evolved on the island. Daily routines are updated daily. Record my real thinking and practical skills in the business world. Just thought like this. There are more than 700 articles on the Evolution Island. If you also want to keep up with the times, welcome to Evolution Island. Progress a little bit every day. See you on our island. Pay attention to Liu Ruan. Lower the cognitive threshold of business.